What up, what up, what up, what up? All right, y'all. I'm going live impromptu today. Calling leads live. In fact, I'm calling leads that are I can only go live for like a few minutes. I can't even go live for a full hour today. But I'm gonna be going live in a series moving forward. It's like an impromptu, informal series that I'll be going live, and I'm going to be calling leads that are supposedly not the best leads. Okay. And the purpose is to see if I can contract these leads, if I can make some deals out of these leads, either based on my experience or based on different exit strategies that I might be able to extract from these leads that I'm going to be pulling. So I'm excited about it. Today is there's no promotion to this. There's nothing fancy. I don't even have on the fancy schmancy camera today. It's literally just me, my laptop, my phone, and you guys. All right. And we're gonna make this thing happen. So I'm just gonna get right to it. I'm not even gonna lie. But if you are watching across the different platforms, let me know where you're calling in from. What city are you in? What state? What do you have going on in your life? All right. How's the marketplace treating you? If you need some encouragement or you just want to engage with me, give me a shout out in the comments section. Engage with the kid. All right. So without further ado, let's just get right to it. Let's start making some calls right now. Let's make this thing happen. I'm not good at a whole lot. It's not a whole lot that I can say I'm an expert at. But one thing that I can do, I could call some leads and I could lock up some contracts, boy. Because you can't fake the funk whenever you're live. You know what I mean? It's one thing to record it and edit it and make it look like ooh, but you can't when it's live. Come on. Ain't no faking the funk. All right, so I'm getting right to my first call. Let's see if we can lock up some deals, y'all. See if we can make something happen.
Hello?
Hey, Clint.
Yes.
Hey, this is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on County Road 4116.
Uh-huh.
I just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling it because I might be interested in buying.
Yeah, we're gonna sell it, sir, but as I told whoever called me before, I have to purchase the other home first.
Oh, I see. Okay. All right. So you got to
It's not gonna take. I mean, I don't have to have somebody interested in buying it because it's gonna sell. It's two homes. It's not one.
Ah, okay. See, I didn't even see that in my notes. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but I see that it's a 5-bedroom, 3.5 bath, 2,300 square feet. That's one of the houses.
The one had the first house is 2476.
Okay.
The other one is 400. It's a tiny house.
Okay. I'm just putting this in my notes. Okay, I see. But you're saying now the 400 square foot one is how many bedrooms and bathrooms?
I can't hear you.
The 400 square feet house, that one is a 1-bedroom, 1-bath?
Yes.
Okay, makes sense. But what you're saying is that you're not even entertaining offers until you're able to sell this first, until you're able to find a new home.
We already found the new one. We just working with lenders and stuff.
Okay.
She already found something she wants.
Okay, I see. But you're not accepting offers until you get that finalized.
No.
Clint, I'm sorry, you were breaking up. What'd you say?
We can make an offer and I can look at it, but that's all we can do right now.
I understand. Okay. Well, I mean, I wouldn't want to waste your time. When would be the best time for me to follow up so that so that we can have a conversation where if we agree on price, you'd be ready to move forward?
I don't know that. I mean, it depends on the lenders. I have a lot of stuff right now. I have one home that's on the market that I'm selling, and this home, my current home, will be on the market. So I can't answer that because I really don't know.
Okay, completely understood. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just put you on a rotation. Well, I'll touch base with you every other week, and then when you're ready to have the conversation, let's have a tangible conversation. And if we agree on price, shoot, let's rock and roll, Clint.
Okay.
Does that
sound good?
And is this your cell phone? Can I text you from this number so you know who's reaching out in the future?
Yeah. This is my cell phone.
Okay. And my name's Aaron Bevins. I'll text you that right now, Clint. And who knows? Maybe we end up doing business together.
Sounds good.
Yes, sir. You have a blessed evening, brother.
You too.
Yes, sir. Bye. Come on, man. These leads already sound sexy. Come on. Let me text my guy real quick. Now, I don't know how motivated he is. I don't know if that's somebody who only wants retail. I didn't sense any inherent motivation. However, I'm also not going to sleep on that lead, and I'm also not prejudiced. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are prejudiced because, they'll hear a little bit of the situation and just automatically assume that this is not a lead or a deal. Well, you don't know unless you like follow through and make something happen. Ryan Wilson says, "Why are you in the dark, bro?" It seems dark because there's no light in the background, but I mean, there's light here. I have all the light that I need, my guy. Chris Kelly, my brother. Isaac Stallworth, what's good, family? Alan, what up? All right. Yeah, YouTube. Yashani says he's shining. Yeah, come on. I'm shining bright like a diamond. Come on. I'm not in the dark. We out here illuminating. All right, let's go on. Let me text my guy really quick because I promised him I will. That's one thing. The more times you touch a seller, the higher the odds are that you're going to be able to close a deal. Now, I'm not saying the more you follow up, it's guaranteed that you get a contract, but I am telling you this is a contact sport. And the word contact is only one letter away from the word contract. All right. So the more you touch the person, right, that means the call, the voicemails, the texts, the meetups, the more times you touch a seller, the higher the odds are that you will be the person to contract them. All right, look at what DeMarcus says. He says prejudice equals avoiding discovery because the deal doesn't seem like a slam dunk. And guess what, DeMarcus, he's a coach in our space, and look what he calls it. He calls it lazy. That's right, 100%. Do the work. Do the discovery, run through the sales process, nurture your leads. You know what I've seen? I've seen so many people be prejudiced in leads. And I'm not saying this out of frustration or anger or even disappointment. I'm just reporting to you guys what I've seen amongst mentees, people in the industry. I'm not calling anybody out, but if the shoe fits, go ahead and wear it. Right. So I've seen so many people blame a lack of conversion on bad leads. And I'm talking even people on my team in the past. So I'm not even right. And it's like, are you making the offer on the first call? Are you following up? How's your speed to lead? What are the call cadence? What's the call cadence? And oftentimes I'll go in and I'll call, into individuals' database, and I'll end up locking up deals. Again, I'm not talking down or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, this stuff is real. Okay, let me just go ahead and follow up with this gentleman. Hey, Clint, ! It was a pleasure talking to you, period. Please save my information and maybe we can do business soon. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put my name, Aaron Bevins, because autocorrect or auto text or voice to text be messing my whole name up. All right, next lead. Let's get to it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. I love doing these lives because, you know, it shows everybody that there's nothing inherently glamorous about making money in real estate and wholesaling. There is nothing inherently glamorous except for the checks that you show on social media. There's nothing inherently glamorous except for the stories you tell after you've made $500,000, $250,000. All right, let's get to it.
Hello.
Hey, Jerry.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Aaron. I was calling about. Yes, sir. I was calling about the property there on Michael Drive.
Okay, what about it?
Yes, sir. I was. You spoke to one of my agents some time ago, and I wanted to call and introduce myself because I'll be the one making you an offer on the property if you had a couple minutes to talk.
Well, I'm going to try to put a roof on it. The roof got damaged. 2 sheets of plywood come off and part of the roof. So I just have tarps over it right now. So it's going to have the roof fixed.
Okay, understood. Now, is this I'm imagining if it's got tarps on it, it's vacant?
It's what? No, it's not vacant. It's still, I'm living in it. I've lived in it for 30-something years.
Oh, okay. Okay, understood. Okay. Did you think it was for sale or what? Well, I was calling because I guess you spoke with one of the members on my team, and they did say that you know, it was damaged by the storm, but it seemed as though you would consider an offer. But are you not interested in selling? Well, you know, when I deal with you guys, it's like taking a slap on the face. If you don't want to give anybody what it's worth, you want to steal it if you can. And I understand that, but I'm just not open for that suggestion. I'm just not going to let people steal it from me. I can appreciate that. Well, how much would you want for the property if I were to make you an offer? Well, I'm going to tell you, it ain't worth as much with those 2 sheets of plywood missing off the front of it. But, you know, the tarps have been working and keeping the rain out, so it's worked out pretty good. Yes, sir. I was hoping to get it fixed, but I haven't had a chance to get roofers out here to give me estimates and such because they're so busy because of all the storm damage that's been out there. Yeah, makes sense. Well, I mean, you'd either have to pay for the roofing or you could sell it for the full value. I mean, what do you think it would be worth right now that you'd be happy with? I don't have an offer right now. I don't have a place where I'd be. Got you. Okay. So let me just tell you, I've raised my family in this house. Okay. Been here for 30-something years. I had 4 boys, and they all grew up here. There's a swimming pool in the backyard. It's not as crystal clear as it should be, and nobody's swimming in it because I'm the only person living here. You know, all my wife died, you know. Oh, got you. 10 years ago, and all the kids have moved, you know, since then. You know, they were living by themselves before she died, and then after she died, they didn't come back home. They all stayed where they were at. Got you. Okay. Makes sense. It hadn't been a good situation out of it. Got you. I didn't mean to laugh. I didn't know that your wife had passed away. Yeah. Got you. Okay. Well, it sounds to me like there's a lot of sentimental value. I imagine y'all had a lot of Christmases and holidays, and you got a lot of memories there.
Yeah, quite a few, but I don't know that that's going to matter much. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I just hadn't really decided whether to fix it or get rid of it. I just hadn't had anybody out to look at it.
Sure, sure. Well, I definitely don't want to be annoying to you, and I don't want to press a situation that's going to waste your time. Would it make sense for us to continue in this call for me to figure out what I can offer you, or would I just be barking up the wrong tree here?
Well, I don't know. I think most of you guys that want to buy it that call me like that want to get it for free. They want to get it as cheap as they can possibly get it,
Mm-hmm.
which doesn't make me feel good about it.
Well, what's cheap to you?
Well, I think if it had a roof on it, it'd be worth $275 or $280.
Okay. I'll be 100% honest with you. I don't want to waste your time. Where I would be on this property, I'm going to tell you right now, and if this is nowhere near where you would need to be, then you can tell me to kick rocks. But where I'd be at on this property, because I'm looking at it right now, you know, I'd be in the $200,000 $205,000 range. And the reason why is I wouldn't want to lowball you, but at the same time I would be factoring in that I'd need to fix up the roof a little bit. Thank you. And I'd probably need to do a little bit of cosmetic updates just to get it up to its premium value. You know how people like to move into HGTV type properties. Not to say it's not in good condition, but I'd probably need to just spruce it up a little bit. But I mean, is that something that you would consider? Is that an offer that you'd consider at all?
Well, it's something I'd have to think about. You know, the sheetrock's off part of the ceiling where those sheets of plywood come off. It rained in right there and got it wet. And I wasn't here, so they wasn't putting no tarp up there while it was raining. So I come into a hell of a mess. Sheetrock, you know, in about 2 days laying on the floor, and just a big mess. So it took a lot of getting the sheetrock out. And for the temporary, I just put up some tarps inside, stapled them up so I could hold the heat in or the coolness in, the air conditioning in, and then put tarps on the roof to keep the water out. And that's, it's really all I've done. And it's been, a month and a half ago or better?
Okay.
That happened?
Yeah.
But when you call these people to look at the roof, we've just been so busy because of all the storm damage.
Yeah. Makes sense.
If you give us another week or so and call us back, I can write you down, but I can't tell you when I can get out there.
Sure. Yeah. Sounds like you've heard that 1 or 2 times.
I've heard it about 7 times.
Wow.
So I've got a son that's 53, and his daughter-in-law's, what do you want to call him, husband?
Okay.
His daughter's husband is a roofer.
Okay.
He come and looked at it, but he didn't give me a price. But, he wanted to remove all the shingles, the decking, everything, and go, back with new decking and roof and all that. And he says, and we'll give you a price. And I said, well, I'm going to have to know a price before we can start this.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he said, well, I can work something out with you that you don't have to come out of your pocket with it. And I'm like, I don't know how you can do that because State Farm isn't going to give me but $3,700 on it. So that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they want to do you that way. You pay for your insurance all this time. When something happens, you're going to discount the hell out of it.
Yeah, I hear you.
I don't know what you'd have to have, a brand new house or a year old or 6 months old, when something like that happened to it, tore all the roof up,
Yeah.
that they would actually fix it. You know, I don't know.
Do you have insurance on it, or are you just going to pay cash?
I have State Farm on it,
Okay.
but they only gave me a check for $3,700.
You think that's going to cover it?
No, I know it ain't going to cover it. It's enough sense to know better than that. I think I'd have trouble just getting the plywood put back on and patching the roof for that myself.
Mm-hmm.
But that's what they do. They want to patch it. They don't want to replace it and fix it like it should be. They're into patching it.
Yeah. Well,
I'm not sure I'm into that.
what kind of price would you have in mind for your property in, if you didn't have to fix the roof and I could take it as is?
Well, I hadn't even thought about selling it.
Okay.
That's the whole problem, is I hadn't thought about trying to sell it because I thought it was worth fixing. I didn't know if, I used to do all the roofing and stuff, but I'm 76 years old.
Mm.
Could I do it? Yeah, but I wouldn't be able to do it like I used to could. It'd take me probably 2 weeks to fix this patch on the roof, putting some plywood on it, finish tearing it off, tying it in, refelting, and then putting shingles up and tying it into the other shingles. That would take me some time to do that.
Yeah, I hear you. Well, it sounds to me like you haven't made a decision on whether or not you want to sell it. And so I wouldn't want to waste your time. Would it make sense for me to follow up with you in the future to see if anything has changed? Because it sounds like right now you just want to get a quote and fix the roof and stay in the house, correct?
I'm not sure what I want to do exactly. I don't know. I've got a Holiday Rambler 38-foot motorhome and diesel pusher.
Okay.
That I pretty much work out of and run my service out of.
Okay.
I was thinking about buying a piece of land somewhere and putting that on it.
Nice.
I have a pickup and some couple of cars, and I would be able to do my other stuff with that. But I'm just not sure what I want to do yet to make sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This being on the corner lot over here makes it worth more than just in the middle of the block.
Yeah. Let me ask you this: if in an ideal situation, what do you want? If you could just wave a magic wand and say, this is exactly where I would want to be, what would that look like for you?
Well, at 57, I wouldn't want to be here.
You said you would not want to be there?
Well, it's just a lot of maintenance. It's a lot of house to keep up. It's a lot of yard to cut.
Got you. Yeah.
My sister's twin, and she wants me to live in a senior citizen living center.
Yeah.
Not one that takes care of you, but one that you can just pull up and get out of your car and walk in and live like that.
Yep.
And, that might be more sensible than trying to fix the house and live in the house. But, I had these 4 boys, and when I was growing up, the kids were here 90% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
But now they're older and they got their own families, and they don't come over much because they're busy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So that's kind of the situation.
I hear you. Okay. And so if you did end up selling, what would be the next step? Just get a piece of land?
Well, it needs some facer boards because I was thinking that I was going to replace the roof anyway, so I didn't rip them off and replace them.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of the facer boards have gotten bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, around the front of the house, especially because it takes the morning sun.
Mm-hmm.
But the back of the house didn't get so bad because there was trees back there that kind of blocked the sunlight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I really hadn't given much thought to what I should do with it. Actually, I've got another problem where I have a kind of a problem with my kidneys. So they want me to start getting ready to do dialysis. And
Holy smokes.
I don't know that I want to do that, but I don't want to die either. But
sure. And
I don't know anything about dialysis, so I'm just going to have to check in to see what it's going to do to me to do that. How much time I'm going to spend sitting somewhere in a dialysis chair or what the shit.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it seems to me that you're in your golden years right now, and so whatever
decision. Supposed to be the good
years. Well, the point is, whatever decision you make is going to determine, the rest of your days.
Yeah.
And so, especially if you're going into dialysis, you need to be somewhere where you're comfortable. And I guess a good question for you to consider is, would you want to do that in your home that you've lived in for the last 30 years? The pro and con is that it's home, but also what you said, there's maintenance and things like that, or do you see yourself being happier in the on a piece of land?
Well, I guess it depends on what kind of fenced-in area I can get going. If I can buy something or what I can do like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well,
got a couple of dogs, and I don't want to leave them to fend for themselves.
What if I could, and I'm just throwing this out here to for your consideration. What if I could make you an offer that is it's fair market value for the property, and we could give you enough time to move, let's say 90 days, and I helped you find a lot of land. Naturally, our deal would be contingent upon me finding you a lot of land. But I'm just trying to be creative here to see if I could provide you what you needed and what you wanted, given everything that you've shared with me.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of hard to say. I don't know. I need to kind of talk to the kids and see what they think.
Okay.
We got a twin sister, and I know what she thinks. She thinks I ought to get rid of the dogs and live by myself in an assisted living or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I don't know why she feels like that would be better.
Mm-hmm. It sounds like that's not what you want.
Well, I mean, I'm used to living here by myself, for the last 6 years, 10 years since the wife died. I know that when State Farm gets through, they'll recarpet it. That'll be part of it. All this carpet will come out of here and new carpet will go in.
Yeah.
And if the roof gets repaired and then all the sheetrock gets fixed, it'll be nice to live here. It's got a fireplace there in the front. So it used to be quite easy to live here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, Mr. Jerry, I'd love to do business with you. It sounds like you need to talk to the kids. Are you, when you say talking to the kids, are they the ones that are going to make the end decision? or are you the final decision
No,
maker?
they don't have anything to do with it.
So what do you need to talk to them for?
Just like to have their pros and cons on it to see what their thoughts are instead of just doing something on your own.
Sure. Okay. Makes sense. Makes sense.
All I have left is 3 of my boys left and my sister.
Okay.
My older brother's dead and mother and dad's gone. You know, there isn't anybody else here.
Okay.
So I don't know. That's just not good.
Well, Jerry, I don't want to waste too much of your time. I also don't want to bother you, but I also feel like you don't know exactly what you want to do. So, you know, normally...
Well, I haven't gotten any estimates on the route.
Uh-huh.
It's this so-called Danny's father-in-law or brother-in-law, whatever the hell he is. He hasn't given me a price. I haven't gotten a price from anybody. Everybody I've talked to is we're really busy right now. But, you know, give us a month or something and we can probably work something out.
Yeah.
So it's been about that long now.
Now, let's say you get a quote and that quote is significantly higher than the amount the insurance is willing to cover. What then?
Well, the insurance ain't going to do anything but give me the $3,700.
That's what I'm saying.
All the rest of it will be up to me.
That's what I'm saying. So let's say the bid that you get is significantly higher than that. So what happens then? Are you more apt to want to sell, or are you thinking that you're willing and ready to take on that financial burden as well as the energy for overseeing it and whatnot?
Well, I really hadn't put much thought together on it because this roofing guy was a friend of Danny's, was going to come in and do the sheetrock work on it, which would save me quite a bit out of that part of it. And then once it's all painted back and stippled, you know, it's like it was. Then it's just a matter of changing the carpet. And they already got me a deal for changing all the carpet all the way down the hall and for the back bedroom, the whole deal.
Yeah.
So I don't know until I can see the numbers where I'm going to come out.
I hear you.
I guess what I need is to get an estimate from the guy that's going to do the work, not somebody I've called, but the so-called brother-in-law or whatever he is, nephew or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And see what he's going to charge, and then kind of go from there to see what I should do.
Got it. Okay. So it sounds like that's the next step. We need to get the insurance quote. Once you get the insurance quote, then you'll have a better idea of what you want to do.
Well, the insurance didn't give me any.
I mean, not the insurance. I mean the bid. You're waiting on the bid, and that'll determine what you want to do.
Well, I thought he was going to give me one the day he was here because he knew what the size of the house was and the square footage in the decking, because he's got a warehouse full of decking and all kinds of stuff. So I just assumed he was going to give that to me that day he came out here. And he didn't. And I didn't talk to him after that. And I haven't called him back.
Mm-hmm.
Because Danny's my son, and he was talking to him about it. So I didn't know what arrangements they were going to try to make or anything. Got it. So I was waiting for a number to see what was going to happen, and I just haven't heard it.
Got it. Okay. Well, I think that we can be in as is condition right now. I could be at about the $205,000 range. What I'd like to do, and I can also offer you, to help you find a lot that you can be at. It sounds like there's lots of things that you need to consider, Mr. Jerry. Would it be okay if I followed up with you in the next week or so, just to see what the updates are and to see if it would even make sense for us to move forward together?
Yeah, that would be a good idea.
Okay, lovely. Is this your cell phone, Jerry?
It is.
Okay. Would it be okay if I texted you? That way you could save my information and you know who's calling you in the future?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, sounds good. Well, I'll tell you what, it's been a pleasure talking with you. I hope that you get everything resolved, and who knows, maybe we end up doing business together.
Okay.
All right, I'll text you right now, Mr. Jerry, and you have a blessed evening.
All right. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Bye. Okay, so you might be wondering why I spent so much time on that call. It's because very early on in the call, I got the sense that, you know, he's talked to people before. People are making him super ultra low ball offers. So I made him a novation offer. And that novation offer that I gave him, y'all, was a $25,000 fee after taking 10% off the sales price. And so he didn't scoff at my original offer, and he didn't you know, shoo it off. So I'm like, oh snap, he didn't say no. So let's keep coordinate, let's keep talking, let's keep seeing if we can make something happen. And so, you know, I did kind of figure, okay, this is probably not a contract that I'm going to get on this call. However, this is a great opportunity to plant a seed, be of value to this person, because who knows but that, you know, we follow up with him in a week, 2 weeks, and he's ready to move forward, and boom, we have a $25,000 novation deal that we can make happen. Now, the cool thing about it too is that because he lives in the property, that, you know, he's going to need time to find a new place, and that's perfect for a novation because I told him, what if I can give you 90 days? So I'm framing it like I'm going to give him value with the 90 days, when really that's the time frame that I need in order to make something happen as an novation. Right. All right. Boom. Savannah was in here. Savannah Sims. I see you in here dropping. Savannah was in here like she was the coach in the back. Like I saw her talking to me saying, stop talking so much. Savannah Sims says, great call. Thank you. Appreciate you. Paul Sullivan says, any tips on virtual wholesaling? I got lots of tips on virtual wholesaling, bro. Master your underwriting. Get as many reps in as humanly possible. Do research on who your boots on the ground is going to be for the virtual markets that you're in. Find reliable people through Facebook groups who can do walkthroughs for you, escort your buyers in the properties for you, and then also do research on forums and Facebook groups and communities about the title companies and or attorneys in those markets that are investor friendly. You have those things in place, as long as your sales skills and your lead generation is on par, I mean, you could crush virtual wholesaling, bro. Let me know if you need me to expound on any of those items, Paul, or if you have more questions about virtual wholesaling. All right. Maximiliano Hernandez says, what's the latest you've called till? The latest I've called, I have called until is 9 p.m. So it's 8:24, and I'm about to make another call right now. Some people are like, I don't want to make calls after 7. It's like, okay, people pick up the phone right now. I've already made 2 calls, and both people picked up like on the first ring, bro. All right. On to the next one. It's hard to move on when you always regret one. All right. I'm about to make the next call, y'all. Show me love. Show me fucking love. I love doing live calls. I love it. So that people can see. Mo said, do you have a power outage? No, I just have the lights off in the background. Sierra Monique, the most beautiful girl in the whole universe, bro. Y'all want to know how blessed I am? I'm so blessed. Sierra Monique is my person, bro. That's crazy. That's how I know I'm blessed. Sometimes I just be looking at CC and I'm like, yo, I'm so highly favored. You can't tell me I'm not highly favored, bro. Can't tell me I'm not blessed.
Hello. Can't hear you.
Hello, Mrs. Palermo.
Yes.
Hey, it's Aaron. How are you?
Who?
It's Aaron. I was calling about the property on Ascot Lane.
Oh, okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, my sister died a couple of days ago, and I'm busy with her funeral plans.
Oh my goodness, I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I'm just not doing anything right now except trying to take care of that business.
I completely understand that. I am so sorry to hear about that.
Yeah. So I mean, her funeral is I'm trying to help her daughters plan it.
Okay.
And anyway, there's just a lot to do, and it's just overwhelming.
Sure. I can definitely appreciate that. Well, let me ask you this. I'd love to talk to you. I don't want to be inconsiderate. When would be the best time for me to call you back so that I'm not adding something to your plate, because I know you have a lot going on right now?
I just can't even think beyond the funeral and everything right now. It would have to be after everything's been taken care of.
Sure.
And I don't know exactly when that is.
Sure. When's the funeral? Because that'll give me a reference time, because I don't want to keep bothering you.
Well, it's going to be in early October.
Okay.
And well, I think maybe around the 11th. I consider that early.
Sure. Yeah.
Because time flies, and there's not much time to do everything that you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
And one good thing is that when she's going to be cremated, so there's not like a 4 or 5 day rush. You have to get it done. It gives you a little bit more time.
Yeah.
But anyway, and then we're Catholic, and it has to be done a certain way in order for it to be okayed.
Yeah.
And I don't know if her daughters are going to go along with that, because their father wasn't Catholic.
I see.
And I've been trying to persuade them that they should do it the way my sister would want them to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
Anyway, we were real close, and I'm just going to feel lost without her.
Oh my goodness, my heart goes out to you, Miss Palermo.
And then the hardest part was just watching her deteriorate.
Mm.
That was even though she was in they finally had to put her in a home. It's just hard to watch somebody go like that.
Yeah. It sounds like you were you were pretty close with her.
Oh yes, yeah. She was my rock.
Mm.
So she was the big sister.
Yeah.
So,
well,
anyway,
what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, I wonder if it'll be better for me to call maybe towards the end of October. That way, you could at least get past the funeral. Would that be insensitive of me to call at the end of October, maybe early November?
Well, the end of October would be fine.
Okay. Okay. Well, may the force be with you. And I am writing your name down right now as we speak so I can say a quick prayer for you because I know that you have a lot on your plate right now.
Yeah, I do, and it's just that I really don't feel like doing anything because I'm just so exhausted from this past month.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trying to go see her, and then I caught a bad cold, and then they wouldn't let me see her. You know, they didn't want her to catch the cold, and it was just hard because I really wanted to go and see her as much as I could, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
My cold is better now, but it wasn't, you know, a few days ago. And anyway, well, okay, I'll be talking to you at the end of October.
Okay, sounds good. And keep your head up. And I know those words probably don't mean as much, but my heart goes out to you. And thank you for taking my call.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
And Mrs. Palermo, is this your cell phone? Can I text you here? That way you know who's calling you in the next few weeks?
I have a land phone.
Oh, okay. Okay, gotcha.
And you said your name was Wilmer?
No, ma'am. My name is Aaron.
Oh, Aaron. I'm
Yeah.
getting you confused with someone else. Aaron. And what is your last name?
My last name is Bevins.
Okay.
Like heavens, but with a B.
Okay. Okay, then, Aaron, I'll be talking to you at the end of October.
Do you have a cell phone? Would it make sense for me to text you?
I have a cell phone, but I don't give my number out because people call me. I'm not kidding.
Mm-hmm.
People call me every 5 minutes of the day. And it's mostly about the property.
Okay.
And then I get a lot of prank calls. Just,
oh, no.
I don't know, telemarketing calls. And then this one call I've been getting for about 3 years now, it's the same people. They're just harassing me.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
And there's just so many crazy people in the world.
Yeah.
And they'll tell me they're with Medicare benefits, and you know, and they just call several times a day.
Mm-hmm.
And then a lot of Medicare providers, you know, insurance companies, they want to be your provider, and they call all day long. Different companies.
Yeah.
I tell you, I don't know how. I mean, they make retirement miserable for seniors.
Yikes.
My friends tell me they do the same thing to them.
Yikes. Well, I feel special because while they're calling your cell phone number, I'm calling your personal landline. So
Well, they're not calling my cell phone number. They're calling my landline.
Oh.
I wouldn't dare give out my cell phone.
Oh, that's why you said that's why you don't give out your cell phone.
Yeah, I never have any peace. And I use it for. I don't use my cell phone to chit chat on. I don't have time for that anyway. But I use it for emergencies. When I I keep it in my purse and I just use it for emergencies.
Got you. Okay.
And of course, real close relatives like my sister and nieces have the cell phone number, but they know to call me on my land phone first.
Ah, I see.
And if they can't get me, then if they really have to reach me, then they can call me on my cell phone. But I don't give that out to the public, especially now that I have that property for sale. Oh Lord.
Yeah.
I'm almost ready to get rid of my land phone and just say the heck with it.
Well, don't get rid of your land phone until me and you do a deal on your property.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
All right, I'll talk to you soon, Mrs. Palermo.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. All right, well, I just got rejected. I just asked her for her number, and she said no. Holy smokes. Is this what rejection feels like? All right. Savannah coming in with all the good questions. Savannah's like, you get a lot of calls about the property. You know what? I'm going to remove my script and I'm literally only going to read. Savannah, on our next call, I'm going to remove my script and I'm literally going to only ask the things that you put on here. Because Savannah's in here like saying all the things to say. She's like, did you inherit the property? You have it up for sale. Cece's like, Savannah was on point. Nah, for real. She really was. All right. Cece says, bring her on the live. Savannah, are you down to come on the live with me? I'll send you a link if you're down. Savannah says, I learned it from you guys. I don't know. You sound like a whole coach out here. Okay. So it's 8:37, y'all. And I am going to make a few more calls because I feel like I'm warming up. Y'all, like, I'm having some good conversations, bro. Okay, so Bruce Harris, are you still on the live? Bruce, Savannah says I'm drunk. Yo, Savannah, what are you sipping on? Cece, you should make us drinks. Make us drinks, babe, because I'm almost finished with mine. Savannah, what are you drinking? What are you sipping on? Oh, Bruce is still here. Okay, Bruce, I'm gonna answer your question right now. B. Oh, Savannah, you're drunk off White Claw, bro. Do you know how many White Claws you have to drink? Savannah, you should come on the live. Cece said you have to come on the live.
Are you done with the drink?
Savannah, me and Cece are drinking. What are we drinking, babe? We're drinking Crown Apple and Sprite. She says, I can't. She says, I can't. Oh, yeah, Savannah drinking for sure because Savannah, you drinking. Okay, so Bruce, you asked a question earlier, and your question was, are you calling cold, warm, or hot leads? These are warm. They're a mixture. They're a mixture of cold, warm, and hot leads, Bruce. And so, as you can tell, like every person that we've called has answered the phone, and you know, I think one of them, the second call, he says, I don't know if I want to sell, but he said he would consider selling. And then when I gave him the offer, Bruce, I don't know if you heard it, when I made him the offer, he wasn't opposed to it. You know what I mean? All right. Ariana says cold calling in nice. Okay. Oh, cold calling is nice. Yeah, it is. Ariana, am I saying your name right? Ariane? Is it Ariani? Ariane says, I have actually been cold calling since 2018. Oh, snap. You are OG up in these streets. All right. Let's go. All right. I'm about to hop into my next call. Cece just made us another drink right now. You know, I know a lot of people, you know, are celebrating sobriety, and honestly, I love you guys for that, and I respect you guys for that. But not me. We sipping. Now, I will say October is a month of sobriety for us. We're not drinking in October. However, as of now, cheers to winning the school games in October 2024.
Cheers.
Cheers. Man, Crown Apple and Sprite hits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Come say hi to everybody.
Oh, I don't look good right now.
This is Cece not looking good. Come here, babe. Can you imagine? She says she does not look good right now. How awesome would it be to be so beautiful that you're not looking good is like a 10? All right. Let's get into this last call. I don't know. Is this going to be the last call? Who knows? I'm trying to lock up a contract, though. Let's get to it. Hey, Joe. Joe. All right, let's call him again. Just so y'all know, guys, I did not have a power outage. I am not in the dark. I literally have a whole bunch of light in front of me. I just don't have the lights on in the room. Savannah says, push. Life happens to us all. We still have to solve the problem. That's right. That's right. 100%. Still got to solve the problem. All right. All right. Let me call him again. We got so much love in the chat. Savannah says, we love you, Cece. You are so sweet, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. Come on, man. I'm trying to lock up a contract. Can y'all hear my lo-fi music playing in the back? Bro, it's such a vibe. I don't know if it's the lo-fi music, the aura in here, this Crown Apple that I'm sipping on right now, but I'm feeling good right now, bro. Cece made dinner. You know that feeling where you just like, you just feel good, man. You just feel good. That's how I'm feeling right now. All praise to the Most High. All praise to the Most High in the heavens. If God is good, if you believe God is good, put a fire emoji in the comment section. If you believe God is good all the time, man. All right, y'all know the name of the game. The name of the game is if they don't answer the first time, you call them again. If they don't answer the second time, you triple tap them. And that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm about to triple tap Joe. I know it's getting late. But we're going to go ahead and look at all these fire emojis that we got in the comment section. I love it. I love to see it. We have such a good God, man. Sometimes I have to, like, whenever we pray, I'm always thanking God for all the blessings. Sometimes, you know, I try to enumerate some of the blessings because I don't want to just say that out of habit, but not mean it. You know what I mean? So I be thanking God for like everything. Like I be thanking him for like the wind and coffee. I be thanking him that you know, I'm able to grow a beard. I be thanking God for hot dogs. Thank you, God, for pizza. Thank you, God, for being able to smile and being able to laugh. And like, thank you, God, for Crown Apple and Sprite. Nah, for real. Y'all think I'm playing. Thank you, God, for Crown Apple and Sprite. Like, come on. And I will drink to that. But I'm not even trying to be funny, like, for real. Like, we have so much to be grateful for, you know. One of my favorite quotes from the book, Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, is a negative person will repel opportunities and they'll mess up even an opportunity because of their negative mental attitude. And a positive person will turn a negative situation into an opportunity. Think about that. A negative person will repel an opportunity. A positive person will see the opportunity even in a negative situation. Ain't that something? Come on, man. This is why we got to be grateful. This is why you have to be grateful, because oftentimes, you know, you can't be sad and grateful at the same time. You can't be hopeless and grateful at the same time. Will Bembry says, all praises to the Most High. God is the greatest. Come on, you heard? Cece says, not the hot dogs and pizza. Yes, the hot dogs and pizza and the Crown Apple and Sprite. Yes, look what Savannah said. Thank you, God, for being able to buy groceries. Yes. Ariane says, I would just think that I'm smooth sailing in Peru. Is that the yak? You know what I'm saying? I'm sipping on a little something, little something. All right, I'm going to get in. Savannah says, success, please repeat the name of the book. It's called Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill and W. Clement Stone. Matter of fact, I'll post the comment right here. Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude by Napoleon Hill. Such a good book. Savannah says, Cece and Lord, we thank you for men who know how to go and get it. Come on. You could say that twice. You could say that 3 times. Yeah. All right. And so let's go ahead and let's hop into, let's get one more call in. I only have 12 minutes, y'all, before I have to wrap up. All right. I want to get a contract, bro. All right. Send me good vibes, y'all. Send me good vibes because I'm trying to lock up a contract. Yeah, I just want to lock up a contract. But even if I don't, like, this has been such a dope calling session. I feel like I've had some really good conversations. Cece said that book checks her sometimes. Yeah, me too. Shoot. All right. So they didn't answer, so I'm gonna double tap them. Call the leads back to back, y'all. Kenny says, what's good? You have any land buyers looking in North San Antonio, Texas? Yes, Kenny. Send me what you got, bro. The answer is yes. Chris said, Lord bless Aaron with the contract. Ooh-wee. I like it. I like what Lupe says. He's like, did you even call if you didn't double tap? The answer is no. No, you didn't. Dang, they didn't answer. Y'all know the name of the game. You got to triple tap. So I'm about to call them a 3rd time. Some of y'all be too scared to call 3 times. And you need to step your game up. You need to step your game up because this is a contact sport. Savannah says follow-ups need to be strictly business.
Hello.
Hey, Oscar. Hey, Oscar, it's Aaron. This is Aaron. I was calling about the property there on Red Oak Circle.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I think you had spoke with one of my agents some time ago, and I just wanted to call before I wrapped up for today because I'll be the one making you an offer on the property if you had a couple minutes to talk.
Yeah. It's selling right now.
Okay, completely understood. Would you be open to selling in the future, or okay, got you. Do you have any other properties you'd consider selling?
No.
Oh, sure. I completely understand. Well, hey, thank you for answering my call, and you have a blessed evening. Yes, sir. Bye. That is why you triple tap. That's why you triple tap, man. He answered on the third call. That's a win. A win is a win. Stop playing with the kid. Now, he didn't want to sell, but still, at least I got him to answer the phone. Like, is it just me that's excited about that? That's why you got to triple tap, y'all. All right, I'm going to make one more call because I have 9 minutes before 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock is when you got to shut it down. All right. It's dark outside and I'm still making dials, bro. All right. So I'm about to call one more dial. I think I have time for like one more dial. And then we're going to call it a night. I love doing these live dials because it.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
All right. I'm going to call again. I love doing these live dials because it shows you guys there's nothing glamorous about this. It also doesn't take a whole lot of anything special in order to be successful. But you know what it does take? Emotional resilience. It takes grit. It takes the discipline to just start dialing. All right. CC says, let's go. We got 9 minutes. Still enough time to get a contract. See, that's why I love CC. Savannah says, what's going on with it? Savannah says, thank you for the inspiration. You already know the vibes. You already know the vibes. Lupe says, Bruce Wayne energy in the Batcave. Yeah? Come on. Kenny says, sent it to your inbox. Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
All right, he didn't answer. Hello? All right, he didn't answer. I'm gonna call one more time. Come on, Caesar. I'm trying to get a contract. Hey, CC, look at what Savannah just put in the comment section.
Thank you for calling. Please leave a message.
All right. Hey, Caesar, it's Aaron. I was calling about the property. I just wanted to see if you were still interested in selling it. If so, I'm definitely interested in buying. If so, definitely feel free to call me back. My number is 830-200-1296. That's 830-200-1296. I hope all is well, and hopefully we can talk soon. All right, bye. All right. All right, look at what Savannah says. She's like, after tonight's calling session, I'll buy you and CC dinner. 60 calls or 60,000. I'm imagining she means 60,000 in her calls or from her calls by the end of 2025. Come on. I personally want to go to a steakhouse. CC might want sushi. CC might want sushi. But I like steak. So, or honestly, if you really want to take us, if you really want to spoil us, we can all meet in Houston and we should go to a place called Fat Crab. Okay. Like if I want to spoil Cece, I'm probably not going to take Cece to a steakhouse because she's not really impressed by that unless I'm misread her. But I think what would make Cece happy is if I took her to Fat Crab. And it's like a hole in the wall joint in Houston. But let me tell you, bro, some of the best seafood that you have had. Like, bro, I'm talking about I'm talking about when you're eating the shrimp and you're like sucking your fingers. You're moaning and you can't help it. You're just yes. Yes. Take us to Fat Crab, Savannah. Bopley says Fat Crab sounds amazing. Bro, I'm telling you, it's fire. Loopy says no, Diddy. No, my guy, Diddy. Diddy. Kenny said, that's crazy because I live in Houston and never heard of it. Bro, I'm telling you, go to Fat Crab, bro. Ask CC, bro. I'm telling you, it hits. It hits, bro. Man, the muscles, we cracking them joints open and like slurping them bad boys with no courtesy, like just going crazy. I'm telling you, bro, and they season it so good. Like, when the food is so spicy, but it's so good that it starts to hurt. And halfway through the meal, you got like juices running down your arm, juices running over your face, and you're sniffling, you know what I mean? But you just can't stop. And the corn and the sausage, and man, bro, I want some Fat Crab now. All right, y'all, it's 8:57. I'm going to do one more dial. Just for good measure, just to end this the right way. You know what I'm saying? We're going to end this the right way. Okay? We're going to end this the right way. Because I'm not going to lie, it's been a long day. We got a lot done today. But, I'm gonna do it for the socials. See if we can lock something up one time.
Hello, it's Edna.
Hey, Edna, it's Aaron.
Aaron, how you doing?
I am doing amazing. I wanted to call you before I wrapped up for the day about the property on Burleson Street.
Hold on, I lost you.
What's that?
Hold on.
Okay.
For some reason, I'm not hearing you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Hold on, let me go back.
Hello, hello, hello.
No, I am not hearing you.
Mic check, mic check.
Yeah, let me see if I can find you here and get on speaker for a second because I can't hear anything.
Okay. Mic check, mic check, mic check.
Gotcha.
Hello?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Well, hey, I know it's a little bit later. I just wanted to call you before I wrapped up for the day. And I was reaching out about the property on Burleson Street.
Right.
I just wanted to see if you had thought about selling it because I might be interested in buying.
Well, I tell you what, if the price is right, I will sell it. I'm on the process right now because I don't owe anything but some taxes.
Okay.
Probably about $6,000 or worth of tax, something like that.
Okay.
But we were going to get that done. But the thing about it, I've got some renters there. Are you looking to purchase it and have them pulled out, or are you looking to keep renters in?
Good question. So it depends on how much they're renting for, because I wouldn't want to raise their rent too much depending on what they wanted and then like put them in a bad position.
It's a 3-bedroom, 3-bath.
Okay.
And what happened there is we closed down a hallway, which we found it perfect because the lady that was renting before, she's still with me in another property I have. But the thing is, she's paying more, but she doesn't have to take care of the yard. She don't have to do a lot of stuff that it encompasses to have a house. So what happened is he pays $1,200 in front, but it's a 2-bed, 2-bath in front. We just put a wall down, and you can put a door back in there if you ever decide you want to sell it. We did it like a mother-in-law's quarters or an accessory building, not an accessory building, mother-in-law's quarters back. It's still attached. It's part of the main house.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a 1-bedroom, 1-bath, which is part of the main one, but it's separated. So we rented the back for $800 a month. So we're making $2,000 a month.
Ooh.
I didn't want to put all my eggs in one basket because I've done that. And I wouldn't be making if I just rented the whole house, the most probably I could rent in that area is probably about $1,600 a month,
Yeah.
comfortably.
That
You know,
is
they pay
so
everything.
smart.
Yeah. So the thing is, you get an option if you ever decide you want to sell, all you do is tear down the wall, put a door, and then you're back in business to sell the whole house as it is
Yeah.
without any issues with the city.
Yeah.
So that's why we did that on there. But we got the gentleman in the back is renting for $800, and
Okay.
he's got his own backyard, and it's got a separate gate. We did an entrance on the side of the street, Mesquite, so he has access to park his vehicle in there. And then the one in the front has the full driveway, has an own gated entrance. We are right now switching the front to wrought iron. So we've done the main gate wrought iron. It looks really nice. And then we did the cedar front. We did a cedar front on the front porch. Expanded patio. We got approved through the circle. It is historical. You have to remember that.
Okay.
It's not
Yeah.
We've never had issues with it. I mean, I don't know if you have other houses that have historical, but we've never had issues. Every time we make a presentation, they've always been supportive of it. So that's the only thing is that, some people like, oh my God, it's historical. I said, well, it's like anything else, but it's the first 26 miles of San Antonio when they first started.
That's
San
right.
Antonio first developed.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Is this considered Dignity or is this
Yeah, it's Dignity.
Dignity? Yeah.
Well, either way, Dignity. Every time somebody says Dignity, I say Dignity. It's like, oh, okay. I play mind games.
Yeah, exactly. So you know what's really interesting? I was the first house that I ever lived in, and I was raised in a couple streets down from this property.
Oh, okay. That's so it's home.
Yeah, absolutely. And so we've bought, sold, wholesaled, rented out lots and lots of properties in this area. So I was like, oh, let me call this let me call before I wrap up for today, because I'm definitely interested. Well, let me ask you this, Miss Edna. How much would you be asking for the property if I could purchase cash? I wouldn't want to lowball you, so I don't want to waste your time.
Yeah.
But I mean, what are you thinking?
We're asking at 180. I know that we probably have it appraised probably about 170, 75 or something like that. The only thing is that we were going to do a home equity loan. In fact, right now I'm in the process of doing it because I don't know anything on it.
Okay.
So what we're going to do is we're going to do that so we can do. So we've got some other properties that we want to finish developing up. And I don't want to take as long because time is money.
Yeah.
And we've got some rentals that we got to do, little apartments that we want to finish up. And I know we'll make up our money quickly, and then we'll be able to pay it off.
Yeah.
And of course, I've got my own house here on Woodlawn. It's another area. It's really nice. Later on, we might be selling that one later on, but that one's a block away from the lake, so it's really, really nice little area. It's up and coming. Anyway, what about this Brothers Bros? And I'd like 180. Or I would take 165 and you pay the taxes that are due, which would make it under probably about 170, 174. It's still good. It's a lot. But see, I don't know. It depends on what you're wanting. When I turn around and flip it and stuff like that, you would have to finish.
Can you guys see me or no?
We're going to put siding this next month. We're going to put siding and paint it. We're going to go with white with black trim. Or white and white with a black interior, and make a real nice little rustic thing on the cedar. Give it a nice darker.
Can y'all hear me though?
Real pretty antiquish. We're gonna do that.
I don't know why my camera. I don't know why my camera died. Hold on one second.
With double pane windows. We got a big focal window that we brought in. We put that in. We have sitting in my house over here. We have a nice bay window with crank. Things that you can open up. We were going to put them in, depending if historical let me. We were going to put it in the front and replace that one front window. It's about 6 feet, so it would give a real nice presentation, street presentation. So everything we have that back.
I'm gonna refresh my screen, y'all.
We were going to take
so I might go off for a little bit, but I'm still here. 1 second.
We had it. Actually, it was for storage unit in the back. But if we were gonna keep it there, we were gonna make it like an, yeah, open it up and put a little patio there so they can have things, maybe possibly put just a bathroom there and run it to the main house. Attach the main
Guys, I
house
think
where
this
you
is a
have
deal.
plumbing, so if you have a party, they don't have to go into the house. You know, you'll have a bathroom separate.
I think we can sell this property for
No
2,000.
kitchen or nothing like that. Just get the approval to do an outdoor entertainment center.
Yeah, this is that's a lovely idea, especially in this area, because there's so much that's going on in that area right now.
Well, I don't know if you went to the meeting or you were with the other house, but they're doing a lot of stuff. Our street, we happen to be the last street closest to I-235.
Uh-huh.
They are doing real nice benches. They're going to use old antiquish lighting, type of thing. They're going to open up that area to make it a welcoming, because the city, it closes off. It doesn't, Dignity is not available to the people in the city unless you're fighting out there. So they're going to make like a fountain. I don't know how they're going to set it up there or coming down on 9th Street. How that's going to set up. You can check into with the city, with the district, and find out when and where they're going to be doing all this. But I know that my block will be the last block that's going to be tied in to the presentation.
Whoa, that is awesome. Okay, so let's say I purchased the property. Do you think that they would give me a lot of hassle if I wanted to rehab it and renovate it? And
No. You just got to go to the right now. What the city's trying to do is trying to help the people. That's the thing on there. If you got little casitas that you haven't had been an address change or that, now's the time to try to get the thing, because the city's working real hard to change that mind or matter on those tiny homes.
yeah.
So they're trying real hard on there. It's not difficult. Like I told you, we haven't had any problems with historical. Everybody said, oh, historical thing. But no, there's not. You just have to go through the proper channels, get the right people,
Yeah.
make sure you don't thing on there to get it going.
Yeah,
And,
makes
if
sense.
you try to cut corners. If you try to cut corners on that, then you might run into some things. You'll find out what you can do and can't do.
Yeah.
And that's why we decided just to close that wall. It's the same family not same family, but he had the same family renting it. We just rented it to another gentleman there in the back. So he said, hey, I just don't like the idea of having him go in front and go through his driveway when he has his family over. I said, I agree. So we just created the side entryway, and we were going to come in with base. And I know they're going to be doing some kind of driveways and stuff like that. So I'm hoping that we might be able at that time to encompass and make that like a driveway. If not, it's not a big deal. It's chain link fence on the side, so it's not as noticeable. So it's easy to come and go and say, you know what, this was there before. We put it in there. It's all been chain link, but we put the gate in the door to where you can go in and park inside.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, it does take away from the house when you have all these vehicles, but he only has one truck that goes in and out, and he's gone most of the day. So it's just in the evenings, but it depends on what you're planning to do.
Mm-hmm.
And the gentleman in the front is very open to within his thing where he lives.
Mm-hmm.
He has no problem with doing any renovations.
Mm.
He's excited. He has no problem.
Okay.
But
Well,
it depends on what you're looking for.
Well, Miss Edna, I'll be honest. I don't want to waste your time, and I'm just grateful that you've taken the call, because I love this neighborhood, and I'd love.
What price point you got to work with. I'm just let you know if I see anything out there. I'll be more than glad to send it your way and let you go out there and look at it.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I'd appreciate that. I'll be honest. I don't want to put my foot in my mouth here, but I want to mention a number that I know that I would be able to close at, and that I'd be happy with. But I also don't want to lowball you. But I think that on this property, I could be at $160,000. I could pay all the closing costs. And then I know that you mentioned that there were back taxes, but I didn't get to make a note of how much there were on back taxes.
I think it's about 9. I think it's about 9.
9,000.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
So
be
if you go put 170, I think it could pretty much work. Whatever goes above that, then I'd absorb it. That's the only thing is that where we can talk. Think about it, and we'll all think about it and stuff, and see where we can agree on. See if it'll work. And it's close to the ballpark because I'll be honest with you, my husband's from Mexico City, and we were looking at a property that the gentleman, unfortunately, his wife passed away, and he's selling. It's a 3-story. It's beautiful area. Everything's going to be. It's all equipped with all the furnishings. He doesn't want anything of it. So, and he's got a pool. It's not a big pool, but a nice sized pool.
Mhm.
It's really topography is beautiful. It's just too good to be true.
Mm.
It really too good to be true. And the thing is that I want to pull out a lot of money from my savings on there. So I said, you know what? I may turn around and sell 1 or 2 of the properties that I have, and then invest it into property that we want. So, and if it doesn't, like you said, if it doesn't pan out, it wasn't meant to be.
Mm-hmm.
So they did that presentation to me, I think about 2 weeks ago. That's why I went ahead and turned around and said, you know what? Let me do a home equity.
Mm-hmm.
So since I don't know anything on it, I'll just turn around and get that done.
Yeah. I could definitely see that being a good play. If we could you work with me if we did? Could you do 165?
Well, let me do this. Like you said, you're on your way out of there. Let me look at it and see. Let me figure this out and stuff, and then we can talk tomorrow if it works for you, or Saturday, whatever. I decided I was going to turn around and just keep it. We're going to fix it and sit back, do the entertainment in the back, and then turn around. And I know at that time we probably could sell it for about 240, 260.
Yeah,
Interest rates are going down. Yeah, interest rates are going down. People are looking. I have a realtor that I know. In fact, we went and did a job for her over there at Deerfield, and she said, and then she goes, my $1 million homes, and that's what I sell right now. She goes, sell within 10, 11 days. She said, it just depends on the price range of the house on there. She goes, but she said, just do a reverse loan. She goes, seriously, it's not like it was before. She goes, it's not, like, you lose your house with that reverse loan. She goes, there's so much availability on, because I've got a lot of equity on this house too. I only own I think about 40,000 on this one, and and I'm almost done. And I know it's appraised for plus about 300,000 for. So I could do a reverse. And she goes, seriously, you won't lose it. You use that money to invest what you want to do, turn around and pay on there, and then you can reinvest and stuff. She goes, it's really what everybody's going to right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I said, well, I'll look at it. She goes, I'll send you the contact of the financial advisor, the people that do this, so you can ask them, questions and see what'll work for you. But this is my home, my homestead. They'll work in your homestead.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So anyway, okay. Well, anyway, I appreciate it on there. I will get thing. We'll touch base, and you want to give me a call tomorrow when it's convenient for you. We'll be working up in New Braunfels area.
Okay.
So, because we work for builders also, side we help them, on their endeavors that they do.
Yeah, it sounds like 170 is your mark. If I could come up to the 170, would you be willing to move forward with the purchase agreement?
I think so. It just all depends on what you're looking for with the guys. I need to, because as much as the renters thing, but they're still my renters, and I want to make sure that they're taken care of.
Sure.
On it. So I might, I'm not going to say that they're going to be the determining factor but at least I can start vamping and finding a place for them that's comfortable. Because I know the gentleman in front has been with me for 2 years, and his son is going to school, high school there. So I need to find him a place close by that he, even then, if I help him with the rent, because the thing is that to get him into a place where he'd be comfortable, because I'd want his son to finish his high school with his friends. The gentleman in back, I'm helping him out because the thing is, he's a brother or a friend of mine that's coming in from Houston, and it's just convenient for him to be there. But we can find him a place anywhere. It's just the gentleman in the front that I question. But I mean, by all means, it won't be my determining factor.
Okay, got you. And we could also help with that too, because we're very, very well connected, and so maybe that can be a value add as well. Us helping them find a place. That way, we don't inconvenience them or put them in a bad position. But I'm just grateful that you answered the call. I know it's getting late, so I'll touch base with you tomorrow. And if 170 is the number, I think I can work with that. And if you're ready to move forward, then we can talk about what the details would look like in the process, if that's fair.
Okay, that's fair.
Awesome.
That's
And
fair.
is this your cell phone, Edna?
This is my cell phone.
Awesome.
24/7.
I'm gonna, yeah,
If you
same.
can't reach me, because I deliberately do it when I don't get any voicemail, because I used to get 30, 40 calls and I have to return them back. So I don't have that. Text me and I will call you back if I
Perfect.
don't answer.
I'm gonna text you right now. That way you know who's reaching out. If you want to save my information, and then I'll call you tomorrow. That way we can talk about the next steps.
Okay, I appreciate it. You have a
Awesome.
good evening.
You too,
Thank you.
Edna. Thank you for talking.
Take care.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
Okay, I mean that's probably like a small deal, probably like $8,000. But I mean I'm not mad at that, bruh. How dope is that? How dope is that? See, this is why, number one, some of y'all be afraid to call later in the day. Don't be afraid to call later in the day. Number two, some of y'all are afraid to double, triple tap y'all sellers, and then you wonder why you're not contracting deals. You know what I'm saying? This has been a very successful dialing session. And by the way, I'm wrapping up. As y'all can see, I'm getting ready for bed. But here's the dope thing. Here's the dope thing about it. You know, you could make excuses or you could get results, but you can't do both. Sierra says, or CC says, you made less than 10 dials, got a verbal and a follow-up in the 3 conversations you had. That's what I'm saying. People sleep on a couple things. Number one, the behaviors that I'm sharing with you. Call the leads no matter what time. Now, of course, you don't want to call after 9 p.m. because people will be getting, grouchy and stuff like that. So, but we made all the dials. Some people say that they don't want to call too late, but as long as you're calling before 9 p.m., you're good. Okay, that's number one. Number two is whenever you talk to people, have a positive attitude. People, you got to understand, y'all, people are not accustomed to being around positive people. So whenever you have a positive attitude, it is so attractive to people. People can hear a smile in your voice. People can hear joy in your voice. Did you notice how almost everybody that we talked to today, you can tell that they were attracted to the conversation. And that's not by accident, y'all. It's not coincidence. Now, we have had dials where everybody was like super negative and whatnot, but it's also not a coincidence that we had such great productive conversations, because I'm telling you, whenever you call with a positive mental attitude, you call with a measure of excitement, you call and you're trying to add value, you call and you're making somebody feel important, people are gonna want to talk to you. And if people want to talk to you and they stay on the phone with you, then you have higher propensity and a higher chance that people are going to want to do business with you, because it's as the adage says, people want to do business with people they like and trust. And people typically trust happy, enthusiastic people. Let's go. All right. Brenda said that was a good deal because she has other properties she's looking to sell later on. And she even talked about throwing some deals your way if she comes across anything. Yes, Brenda, you caught that. Good job. Yeah, absolutely. 100 million%. I'm so excited that we did this impromptu session. I'm going to be going live every day or every evening around the same time this week, y'all, and looking to lock up deals and make it happen. All right, I'll keep y'all posted on how that conversation goes tomorrow. Whenever I follow up with that seller, I'm most likely going to give it to somebody else, because I'm actually calling someone else's leads right now, and so and to show you know, just to see if I can contract anything in their database. And just from the few calls that I made, it was really, really exciting. So with that said, I'm gonna take one more sip here on the live, sipping on that Crown and Sprite. Oh my goodness. Praise the Most High in the heavens above. Man, that's good. All right, so y'all already know the name of the game. It's late. I'm about to hop off this joint. If you're not home yet, drive safe because they be driving crazy out here. When you do get home, love on your people because you might not have tomorrow. Brush your teeth, and for goodness sakes, don't slap nobody. Until next time, it's your boy Aaron Bevins. See y'all tomorrow.
We made it, that's facts, ayy. We the greatest, that's facts, ayy. Prices raising, that's facts, ayy. That's right. But we paid it, that's facts, ayy. I did. They hate it, that's facts, ayy. Cause we changing, that's facts, ayy. We did. Can't blame them, that's facts, ayy. Cause we made it, that's facts, ayy. Cherry on top, that's a goat, yeah. Where you been, I wanna know, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. Greatest story ever told, yeah. I know you wanna look up for this. Baby, let me turn you up a bit. You said you made it through hell and back. Give me the scoop, baby, tell the facts. Don't be shy.